Did you know that something as small as a nut could be silently harming your heart, brain, and longevity after 60? What's even more shocking is that many of these nuts are marketed as health foods, yet they could be accelerating aging, increasing inflammation, and even putting you at risk for a sudden health crisis. In this video, I'll reveal the 3 nuts you should avoid completely and the 3 life-extending ones that cardiologists recommend for better health. This information could literally add years to your life. Let me tell you about Harold, a 72-year-old retired teacher from Ohio. Harold had always been health conscious and made sure to include nuts in his daily diet, believing they were all good for his heart. He'd grab handfuls of mixed nuts from the grocery store, thinking he was doing everything right. But over time, Harold started experiencing unusual fatigue, increased joint pain, and eventually developed heart problems that puzzled his doctors. It wasn't until a specialist looked closely at his diet that they discovered the connection. Specific nuts he was consuming daily were actually working against his health, not for it. The good news? When Harold eliminated the harmful nuts and replaced them with the right ones, his inflammation markers dropped significantly, his energy returned, and his heart health improved within just weeks. His doctor was amazed by the transformation from such a simple change. Today, I'll share exactly what Harold learned before it's too late for you. Now, let's get right into the 3 nuts you must avoid after 60, followed by the 3 that could extend your life dramatically. Number 1. Salted mixed nuts. The first nut product you absolutely must avoid could be causing dangerous spikes in your blood pressure every single time you eat them. Do you ever grab those convenient cans or bags of salted mixed nuts from the store, thinking you're making a healthy choice? That salty coating is doing more damage than you realize. Cardiologists from the American Heart Association warn that regularly consuming heavily salted nuts can raise your risk of stroke by up to 34% in people over 65. Why? The excessive sodium causes your body to retain water, putting extreme pressure on your blood vessels and heart. For seniors, whose blood vessels are already less flexible with age, this added strain can be the final push toward a cardiovascular emergency. Take Elaine, a 68-year-old from Florida who loved snacking on salted mixed nuts while watching her evening shows. She had no idea that her innocent-seeming habit was slowly raising her blood pressure to dangerous levels. One morning, after years of this daily snack, Elaine experienced slurred speech and weakness on one side of her body, classic signs of a stroke. Her doctor later confirmed that her high sodium intake, largely from those salted nuts, had been a significant contributing factor. "I wish someone had told me sooner," Elaine later said. "I thought I was being healthy by choosing nuts instead of chips or cookies." Here's what you need to do immediately. Check your pantry right now and remove any salted nut mixes. Replace them with unsalted varieties only. If the thought of unsalted nuts doesn't appeal to you, try adding your own flavoring with herbs like rosemary, thyme, or a touch of cinnamon instead of salt. Your blood vessels will thank you, and you'll still enjoy the nutritional benefits without the dangerous sodium. Don't wait until you experience a health crisis like Elaine. Make this change today. Are you still consuming salted nuts regularly? How high is your blood pressure right now? These are questions worth asking before continuing with a habit that could be setting you up for a serious health emergency. Number 2. Certain roasted peanuts. Are you consuming this common nut that contains high levels of inflammatory compounds that could be triggering joint pain, digestive issues, and even raising your cancer risk? If you're reaching for commercially roasted peanuts, you might be. Researchers from Harvard Medical School have discovered that many commercially roasted peanuts contain concerning levels of acrylamide, a compound formed during the high-temperature roasting process that has been linked to increased cancer risk, especially in seniors whose immune systems are already less efficient at detecting and eliminating damaged cells. But that's not all. Many peanuts are also among the most pesticide-contaminated crops, and they commonly harbor aflatoxins, mold toxins that can severely stress your liver and immune system when consumed regularly. For someone over 60 whose detoxification pathways are already working less efficiently, this additional toxic burden can be the tipping point that leads to chronic inflammation and accelerated aging. Consider Thomas, a 75-year-old retired accountant who suffered from mysterious joint pain for years. He tried everything from pain medications to physical therapy, but nothing seemed to help. His breakthrough came when a functional medicine doctor suggested eliminating commercially roasted peanuts from his diet, something he ate almost daily in the form of peanut butter sandwiches and peanut snacks. Within just 3 weeks of removing them, Thomas noticed his joint pain had decreased significantly. "It was like night and day," he reported. "I had no idea a food I thought was healthy could be causing me so much pain." Here's what you need to do. Immediately stop consuming commercially roasted peanuts and conventional peanut butter with additives. If you enjoy peanuts, opt for organic, raw varieties that you can lightly roast at home at lower temperatures to avoid acrylamide formation. Even better, switch to one of the beneficial nuts I'll share later in this video that don't carry these same risks. Don't wait for joint pain to become debilitating or for more serious health issues to develop. Make this change right away. Have you noticed unexplained inflammation or pain that comes and goes? Could your daily handful of roasted peanuts be the hidden culprit? It's time to find out by eliminating them and seeing how your body responds. Number 3, heavily processed nut butters. This common health food in your pantry contains hidden ingredients that may be accelerating aging, damaging your brain function, and setting you up for metabolic disaster. Most commercially processed nut butters, even those labeled as natural, are far from the healthy option they claim to be. Endocrinologists have found that many processed nut butters contain hidden trans fats, high fructose corn syrup, hydrogenated oils, and excessive added sugars that damage seniors' arteries and brain cells. Dr. Samuel Weiss, leading endocrinologist at Northwestern University, explains, "The combination of inflammatory oils and sweeteners in these products creates a perfect storm for metabolic dysfunction, especially in adults over 60 whose insulin sensitivity is already declining naturally with age." When you consume these heavily processed nut butters, you're not just getting the nutrients from the nuts, you're getting a dangerous cocktail of additives designed to extend shelf life and enhance flavor at the expense of your health. These compounds directly damage the delicate lining of your blood vessels, create harmful advanced glycation end products, and trigger inflammatory responses throughout your body. Patricia, a 71-year-old retired nurse from Arizona, experienced this firsthand. For years, she struggled with unexplained brain fog, fatigue, and blood sugar fluctuations that her doctors couldn't quite figure out. She ate what she thought was a healthy diet, including a daily spoonful of commercial peanut butter with her breakfast. When her nutritionist suggested eliminating processed nut butters and switching to truly natural alternatives, Patricia was skeptical but willing to try. Within just 2 weeks, her mental clarity improved dramatically, her energy levels stabilized, and her blood work showed significant improvements in inflammatory markers. "I had no idea something I thought was healthy could be having such a negative impact," Patricia shared. "Reading the ingredient list wasn't enough. I had to learn what those ingredients were actually doing to my body." Here's your immediate action plan. Check your pantry right now for any nut butters with ingredients beyond just nuts, and perhaps salt. If you see terms like hydrogenated oils, palm oil, sugar, or any preservatives, throw them out today. Replace them with single-ingredient nut butters that contain only the nuts themselves. You should see the oil separating naturally at the top. Better yet, make your own by blending raw nuts in a food processor for the freshest, healthiest option. Your brain and body will thank you with improved clarity and energy. Are you still spreading inflammatory processed nut butter on your toast each morning? Is this seemingly innocent habit silently damaging your brain and heart? Take action now before these effects become permanent. Now that you know which nuts to avoid, let's explore the 3 powerful nuts that could actually extend your life and dramatically improve your health after 60. These aren't just healthy, they're like nature's medicine for aging bodies. Number 4, walnuts. This brain-shaped nut actually protects your brain and could add years to your life. Have you noticed that walnuts look remarkably similar to the human brain? Nature often gives us clues about which foods benefit specific parts of our body, and this is one powerful example. Neuroscientists at Tufts University found that regular walnut consumption reduces Alzheimer's risk by up to 53% in people over 65. This remarkable protection comes from walnuts' unique combination of omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and other brain-protecting compounds that cross the blood-brain barrier and directly shield your neurons from oxidative damage. Dr. Elizabeth Norton, lead researcher on brain aging at Tufts, explains walnuts contain a specific form of omega-3 called ALA that converts to brain-protective compounds. They also provide ellagic acid and other polyphenols that reduce neuroinflammation, the silent driver behind cognitive decline in seniors. Just a small daily serving creates significant neuroprotective effects. Gerald, a 76-year-old retired engineer from Pennsylvania, experienced this brain-boosting effect firsthand. After noticing his memory wasn't as sharp as it used to be, Gerald began incorporating 7 walnut halves into his daily breakfast. Within 3 months, he not only felt mentally sharper, but when he went for his annual cognitive assessment, his doctor was surprised by the improvement in his scores. "My doctor asked what I'd been doing differently," Gerald shared. "When I told him about the walnuts, he nodded and said the research supported exactly what I was experiencing. Now my wife has started eating them too. Here's exactly what you need to do. Starting tomorrow morning, eat 7 to 8 walnut halves daily. This precise amount has been shown in clinical studies to provide optimal brain protection without excess calories. You can add them to your breakfast cereal, oatmeal or yogurt, or simply eat them as a mid-morning snack. Store them in the refrigerator to preserve their delicate oils, which can go rancid when left at room temperature. This simple daily habit could be the difference between maintaining your memory and independence or facing cognitive decline as you age. Wouldn't you rather take this simple step now than wish you had when memory problems begin? Your future self will thank you for the brain protection you're providing today. Number 5. Almonds. Did you know this common nut could help strengthen your heart and prevent the #1 killer of seniors? If you're not eating almonds regularly after 60, you're missing out on one of nature's most powerful heart medications. Cardiologists from Mayo Clinic found that eating almonds regularly reduces bad cholesterol by up to 24% in just 6 weeks. This cholesterol-lowering effect is comparable to some prescription medications, but without the harmful side effects. The combination of healthy, monounsaturated fats, plant sterols, and antioxidants in almonds works synergistically to clear dangerous plaque from your arteries and improve blood flow to your heart and brain. Dr. Jonathan Mitchell, cardiologist and researcher at Mayo Clinic, reports, "In our clinical trials with patients over 65, we've observed that consuming almonds daily not only improves cholesterol profiles, but also reduces arterial stiffness, a key marker of cardiovascular aging. The effect is so significant that we now recommend almonds as part of our standard cardiovascular protection protocol." Beatrice, a 69-year-old retiree from California, discovered this power firsthand. After receiving concerning results from her cholesterol test, she was hesitant to start on statins due to their potential side effects. Her cardiologist suggested she try eating a quarter cup of almonds daily while they monitored her numbers. 3 months later, her LDL, bad cholesterol, had dropped by 19 points, and her HDL, good cholesterol, had increased, all without medication. "I was absolutely amazed," Beatrice recalled. "Something so simple made such a dramatic difference in my health. Now I never miss my daily almonds. They're like my natural heart medicine." Here's your immediate action plan. Starting today, incorporate 23 almonds daily into your diet. This specific quantity provides the heart benefits identified in research without excess calories. Raw, unsalted almonds are best, though lightly dry roasted is acceptable too. You can eat them as a snack, add them to salads, or blend them into smoothies. For maximum benefit, eat them in the morning with your breakfast, allowing their compounds to work throughout the day when your cardiovascular system needs the most support. Is your heart getting the protection it deserves? Could this simple addition to your daily routine save you from becoming another heart disease statistic? Don't wait until you're facing a cardiac emergency to take action. Start your almond habit today. Number 6. Pistachios. The final life-extending nut works like natural medicine for controlling blood sugar and reducing inflammation. If you're concerned about diabetes, weight management, or chronic inflammation, pistachios might be the missing piece in your health puzzle. Endocrinologists have discovered that pistachios can help regulate blood sugar and reduce diabetic complications in seniors. What makes these green nuts so special is their unique combination of protein, fiber, and healthy fats that work together to slow sugar absorption and improve insulin sensitivity. Crucial benefits for anyone over 60 when metabolic function naturally begins to decline. Dr. Rachel Henderson, director of the Metabolic Research Center, explains, pistachios have the lowest calorie and carbohydrate content of any nut, yet they're packed with lutein and zeaxanthin, antioxidants that reduce age-related inflammation. They also increase production of GLP-1, a hormone that naturally regulates appetite and blood sugar, making them particularly valuable for seniors concerned about diabetes and weight management. Richard, a 73-year-old retired postal worker with pre-diabetes, experienced this blood sugar balancing effect firsthand. His doctor had warned him that his blood sugar levels were creeping up, putting him at risk for full-blown diabetes if he didn't make changes. After learning about pistachios' benefits, Richard began eating a small handful 30 minutes before dinner each night. Within just 6 weeks, his fasting blood sugar levels improved significantly, and he found he wasn't experiencing the energy crashes he used to have after meals. "My doctor was surprised by the improvement in my numbers," Richard shared. "He asked what changes I'd made to my diet, and when I told him about the pistachios, he said he was going to start recommending them to other patients with similar concerns." Here's what you need to do starting today. Incorporate 49 pistachio kernels, about a quarter cup, into your daily diet. For maximum blood sugar regulation, eat them 20-30 minutes before your largest meal of the day. Choose unsalted, dry-roasted pistachios in their shells. The act of shelling them naturally slows your consumption and helps with portion control. Store them in an airtight container in your refrigerator to preserve their freshness and nutritional properties. Could your blood sugar issues improve dramatically with this simple daily habit? Are you giving your body the natural tools it needs to maintain metabolic health as you age? Don't wait for a diabetes diagnosis to take action. Start your pistachio routine today. Now that you know the 3 nuts to avoid and the 3 that could transform your health after 60, you have the knowledge to make better choices starting today. Remember, Harold eliminated salted mixed nuts, commercial roasted peanuts, and processed nut butters from his diet and replaced them with walnuts for brain health, almonds for heart protection, and pistachios for blood sugar control. This simple switch dramatically improved his health, energy, and vitality in just a matter of weeks. The same transformation is available to you with these straightforward changes. Like Harold, you can take control of your health by making informed choices about the foods you eat every day. The power of these small changes is remarkable, reducing inflammation, protecting your heart and brain, and potentially adding years of healthy, vibrant life. It's never too late to make these changes, and your body will respond with improved energy, clearer thinking, and better overall health. If you found this information valuable, please hit the like button right now and subscribe to our channel for more life-changing health advice. Which nut will you eliminate or add to your diet first? Comment below to let us know. Share this video with someone you care about. This simple information could literally save their life or help them avoid unnecessary suffering. Your support helps us continue creating content that makes a real difference in people's lives.